Have you ever woken up with a quiet heaviness inside? A feeling that something invisible is already unfolding around you, even before your day begins? It's as if the world is holding its breath, waiting for you to notice. From the very first moment your eyes open, small events seem to ripple in strange ways. A missed message, a spilled cup, a conversation that suddenly feels tense. It's almost like reality itself is reflecting an unseen tension inside you. But what if this wasn't just coincidence? What if your reality isn't something fixed or separate from you, but a mirror shaped by where your mind chooses to rest? Your focus is not merely a passive watcher. It is a powerful force that shapes the world you live in. Think of your attention as a beam of light in the darkness of endless possibilities. Wherever this light lands, something begins to take form. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract ease, joy, and opportunity, while others feel trapped in a cycle of struggle and doubt? It's not luck or fate, it's the invisible power of their focus. Today, we invite you to step beyond what you see on the surface, to explore the deep connection between your inner gaze and the reality that unfolds around you. What if the secret to changing your life lies in learning how to direct your attention, consciously, intentionally, with heart? Are you ready to awaken this hidden power and start creating your world anew? What if I told you that the way you see the world is not just a passive act, but a sacred power, a force so potent that it shapes the very fabric of your reality? This is the extraordinary nature of focus. Focus is not merely about paying attention. It is the invisible thread weaving your thoughts, feelings, and intentions into the tapestry of your life. It acts like a lens, sharpening some images while blurring others, revealing some truths and hiding others. Imagine standing in a vast, dark forest. The night is deep, but you hold a lantern. Where you direct its light, paths become visible, shapes emerge, and the world around you awakens. But beyond that circle of light is still darkness, unknown, unexplored, and full of possibilities. Your focus is that lantern. It guides you, illuminates your experience, and most importantly, creates the contours of your reality. What you choose to see, to hold in your mind's eye, begins to take shape, not just in thought, but in the very essence of your daily life. Science is beginning to catch up with what ancient wisdom has long known. Quantum physics reveals a universe that is not fixed but fluid, a dance of probabilities waiting to be collapsed into form by the act of observation. The observer and the observed are inseparable. Your focus literally influences what unfolds. But focus is not neutral. It carries the weight of your beliefs, fears, hopes, and dreams. It is shaped by your past experiences and the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what the world is like. Have you ever noticed how sometimes when you are anxious, everything seems to confirm your worries? Or when you are hopeful, small signs of possibility begin to appear? This is the power of your focus at work. Like a magnet, it draws toward you the experiences that match your inner landscape. Here is a question to hold gently in your heart. What are you choosing to focus on right now? Are you feeding the shadows of fear, scarcity, or doubt? Or are you inviting light, growth, and new possibility? The mind's eye is not just a window, it is a creator. Each thought, each moment of attention, collapses the endless field of potential into one experience, one reality. This means that you are not merely a passenger on the journey of life. You are a co-creator, an artist painting the canvas of your existence with the brush of your attention. Yet this power can be both a blessing and a challenge. Without awareness, your focus can trap you in cycles of negativity, keeping you locked in stories that no longer serve you. Like a lens smudged with doubt and fear, it distorts and limits what you see. But the good news is this: you have the power to clean that lens, to shift your focus deliberately with intention and awareness. To do so is not about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It is about choosing where to place your energy, what stories to nurture, what possibilities to explore. It is about becoming the mindful observer of your own inner world. Imagine stepping back from the storm of thoughts and emotions, watching them as if from a distance. This space, quiet, clear, and centered, is where transformation begins. When you learn to direct your focus consciously, you begin to reshape your experience. Challenges no longer feel like walls, but invitations to grow. Fear loses its grip, and you start to see opportunities where before there was only limitation. This is the alchemy of focus, the ability to transform your inner world and, in doing so, influence the outer world around you. So I ask you now, what reality do you want to create? What story do you want your focus to tell? Remember, your attention is sacred. It is the power that brings worlds into being. Hold this truth close and step forward with the knowing that you are not just observing life, you are creating it moment by moment, breath by breath. Have you ever noticed how your mind seems to find exactly what it expects, even when it's not what you want to see? This is not mere coincidence. It is a powerful, invisible loop quietly shaping your experience from within. This loop is born from the intimate dance between your focus and something called confirmation bias, a subtle yet relentless force that compels the mind to seek out evidence that confirms its current beliefs, fears, and stories. Imagine your mind as a vast garden. Confirmation bias is like the gardener who tends only to the seeds already planted, watering some and neglecting others. The flowers that bloom are those that align with what has already taken root in your subconscious. This means that your focus doesn't just choose what to see, it also colors what your mind is willing to accept as truth. If you believe the world is harsh and unforgiving, your focus will spotlight every shadow, every sign that supports this belief. If you believe in love and abundance, your attention will gravitate toward moments that reflect these truths. But this is where the invisible loop takes hold. Your focus draws your attention to confirm your beliefs, and these confirmations strengthen your focus even more. It becomes a cycle, a self-sustaining spiral that can either lift you higher or trap you deeper. Ask yourself, how often do you catch your mind repeating the same stories? Stories of limitation, of not being enough, of failure or rejection? These stories shape what you see and what you experience. They create invisible walls around your reality. And yet, this loop is not a prison. It is a mirror that reflects back to you the patterns of your mind, the habits of your attention. When you recognize this, you hold the key to break free. Imagine standing before a mirror that shows not your face, but the reflections of your deepest beliefs. Would you accept what you see, or would you choose to change the image? The power to change the loop begins with awareness. When you become conscious of how confirmation bias guides your focus, you gain the ability to interrupt the cycle. This awakening is like stepping off a moving walkway. For so long, your mind has been carried forward by invisible currents of habit and conditioning. Now you have the chance to step aside, to choose a different path, and to direct your focus with intention. But how? How do you shift your gaze when the mind so naturally seeks comfort in the familiar, even if it no longer serves you? The answer lies in gentleness and curiosity. Instead of fighting or resisting your current focus, begin by simply noticing it. Watch how your thoughts and attention naturally gravitate towards certain feelings and stories. Ask yourself, with kindness, what am I feeding with my focus right now? Is this nourishing or draining my spirit? This small act of questioning creates a space, a sacred pause, where new possibilities emerge. In that space, your focus can begin to shift, no longer trapped in old loops, but opening to fresh perspectives and new realities. Remember, the mind is a faithful servant, reflecting what it is asked to see. When you choose to feed it with hope, love, and growth, you rewrite the script of your experience. This is the magic of the invisible loop. Once you understand it, you no longer have to be its prisoner. Instead, you become the conscious gardener of your inner world, tending seeds of your choosing. So, what will you focus on today? What stories will you nurture, and which will you gently let go? Your attention is the sacred force that weaves your reality. When you learn to break free from the invisible loop, you reclaim your power to create a life that truly reflects your highest self. In the vast realm of your inner world, there lies a subtle yet profound truth. Transformation begins not in changing what is outside, but in shifting where you place your attention. Focus is the gateway, a sacred doorway that leads from limitation to liberation, from confusion to clarity, and from feeling stuck to stepping into your fullest potential. Have you ever wondered why sometimes in the midst of difficulty, a single thought or moment of awareness can change everything? This is no accident. It is the power of shifting your focus. To shift focus is to turn your gaze away from what no longer serves you and toward what breathes life into your soul. It is the alchemical process of moving from resistance to acceptance, from fear to curiosity, from fragmentation to wholeness. But shifting focus is not a simple flip of a switch. It is a delicate dance, an art of presence and intention woven together. It requires you to become the mindful witness of your own attention, noticing where it lingers and gently guiding it elsewhere. Imagine your mind as a vast sky, sometimes cloudy with old patterns, sometimes clear and vast with possibility. Shifting focus is like a breeze that clears the clouds, revealing the endless blue beyond. Yet this breeze does not come from force or willpower. It arises from a deeper place within, a place of stillness, of spaciousness, where your true self resides beyond thought and story. When you cultivate this inner space, you create the conditions for your focus to move naturally, gracefully, toward what supports your growth and well-being. This shift often begins with small moments, pauses in the rush of life, where you ask yourself, what am I giving my energy to? Is this serving my highest good? These questions open a door, and behind this door lies the power to choose differently, to consciously select the reality you wish to live. The beauty of shifting focus is that it changes not only your perception, but the very energy you radiate into the world. Science tells us that energy follows attention. What you focus on expands. When your attention moves from scarcity to abundance, from doubt to faith, from judgment to compassion, you begin to magnetize experiences that mirror these states. Have you ever noticed how gratitude shifts your mood? How kindness softens tension? How a hopeful thought opens possibilities? These are not mere feelings. They are energetic signatures that reshape your interaction with life itself. But shifting focus is not about denying the shadows or pretending pain doesn't exist. It is about honoring all parts of your experience while consciously choosing where to direct your creative power. Think of it as holding a torch in a dark cave. You can shine the light on the obstacles or on the path forward. The torch itself doesn't change the cave, but the light it casts transforms your experience within it. This is why spiritual traditions across time emphasize the practice of mindfulness, meditation, and prayer, not as escapes from reality, but as tools to refine your focus and align it with your soul's purpose. When you shift your focus with awareness, you begin to dissolve the barriers between what you imagine and what you manifest. The invisible bridge forms beneath your feet, connecting your inner vision with outer reality. So here is a question to carry with you. What if the power to change your life was already in your hands? What if, by simply shifting your focus, you could open doors you never knew existed? Transformation is less about effort and more about presence, being fully aware of where your attention flows and choosing to redirect it with intention and grace. This shift calls for courage because it means stepping into the unknown, leaving behind familiar patterns, and trusting the unseen forces that guide you. Yet in that very act of trust, you awaken to your true nature, a co-creator with the universe, a radiant spark of consciousness capable of shaping realities. The gateway to transformation is wide open, waiting for you to step through. All it asks is that you become the conscious architect of your focus, the mindful guardian of your attention. And as you do, you will begin to witness a profound alchemy, your inner world transforming your outer world, your thoughts sculpting your experiences, and your focus birthing a new reality, one of possibility, purpose, and peace. Remember, every moment offers a choice. Every breath invites you to shift focus, to rewrite your story, to step into the life you were always meant to live. So will you take this step? Will you embrace the sacred power within you to transform not only what you see, but what you become? The path is yours to choose. The power is yours to claim. The transformation awaits. Begin with the simple act of shifting your focus. In the journey of awakening your inner power, understanding the mystery of focus is only the beginning. True transformation arises when knowledge meets practice. when the wisdom of shifting your attention becomes a living, breathing reality within your daily life. So how do you harness this precious force, this subtle current that shapes your experience? How do you wield your focus like a master artisan, crafting your reality with intention and grace? The answer lies in practical tools, simple yet profound practices that invite you to step into your role as the conscious architect of your mind and your life. First, cultivate presence. Presence is the doorway to conscious focus. When you are truly present, your attention is no longer scattered by the endless distractions that pull you away from your center. Presence means awakening to this very moment, with curiosity, with openness, with gentle acceptance. Try this now. Take a deep breath and feel the rhythm of your body. Notice the sensations in your hands, the sounds around you, the rise and fall of your breath. This act, seemingly simple, grounds you into the now, the only place where true creation occurs. Presence clears the fog. It lets you see where your focus naturally drifts and gives you the power to gently guide it elsewhere. Next, embrace mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of watching your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Imagine yourself as the sky and your thoughts as passing clouds. Mindfulness teaches you that you are not your thoughts. You are the vastness in which they appear and dissolve. By observing your mental landscape, you gain clarity about which patterns serve you and which keep you trapped. This awareness becomes a powerful lever to shift your focus away from limiting beliefs and toward empowering ones. Ask yourself, what story am I choosing to tell myself right now? Is this story elevating me or keeping me confined? Then practice intention setting. Intentions are the compass of your focus. Unlike vague wishes, intentions are clear, heartfelt declarations that align your energy with your deepest desires. Begin each day with an intention, a simple phrase or image that anchors your focus. For example, today I choose to see opportunity in every challenge. Or, I open my heart to receive abundance and joy. Revisit your intention whenever you feel distracted or overwhelmed. Let it gently pull you back to the path you wish to create. Another powerful tool is visualization. Visualization is the sacred art of imagining your desired reality in vivid detail. When you engage all your senses in this mental rehearsal, your focus creates a magnetic field that draws your vision closer. Picture the life you want to live, the feelings, the surroundings, the people. See it clearly, feel it deeply, believe it fully. Visualization primes your subconscious mind, aligns your energy, and prepares the quantum field to collapse into your chosen reality. Journaling is a humble yet transformative ally. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and intentions creates a dialogue between your conscious and unconscious mind. It reveals hidden patterns, unspoken fears, and forgotten dreams. Take time each day to journal about where your focus has been, what you want to shift, and what new focus you wish to invite. Ask yourself, what am I ready to release? What do I want to nurture? Breathwork is another gateway. The breath is the bridge between your body and mind, the rhythm that anchors your attention to the present. Conscious breathing calms the nervous system, clears mental clutter, and opens space for focused awareness. Try this simple practice. Inhale slowly for a count of 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and pause for 4. Repeat several cycles, feeling the stillness expand within you. As your breath steadies, so does your focus. Creating sacred rituals can also deepen your focus. Rituals, whether lighting a candle, meditating, or simply pausing with intention, signal to your mind and body that you are entering a space of heightened awareness. These moments of sacred pause cultivate reverence for your inner world and strengthen your ability to hold your attention where it matters most. Finally, guard your focus like a precious treasure. In a world brimming with distractions, setting boundaries is an act of self-love. Notice what pulls your attention away. Endless scrolling, noise, toxic influences. Choose to protect your mental space with discernment. Create periods of silence or solitude. Surround yourself with environments and people who uplift your energy and encourage your growth. Remember, your focus is a sacred currency. Spend it wisely. So how will you begin to wield this power today? Will you step into the role of conscious creator, nurturing your focus with presence, mindfulness, and intention? Will you embrace practices that not only calm your mind, but expand your inner vision? Transformation is no longer a distant dream. It is the unfolding reality that begins with every deliberate breath, every moment of awareness, every choice to turn your gaze toward what truly matters. The tools are within your reach, waiting patiently for you to claim them. The question remains, will you answer the call? Beyond the tangible world we see, beyond the thoughts that flicker like shadows in our minds, there lies a deeper truth, a sacred dance between your consciousness and the vast intelligence of the universe. This is the spiritual dimension where your focus becomes a divine instrument, a beacon that calls forth reality itself. Have you ever felt, in moments of quiet stillness, that you are more than just a passive observer? That your very awareness carries the power to shape the unfolding of your life? This is no mere coincidence. It is the profound secret whispered through the ages, that we are co-creators, intricately woven into the cosmic fabric. The universe is not an indifferent backdrop. It is a living presence, responsive to the energy and intention you emit. When you focus with clarity and heart, you are sending ripples across the infinite ocean of possibility. Your attention is a sacred dialogue, a collaboration between your soul and the cosmos. Ask yourself, what energies am I inviting with my focus? What vibration am I broadcasting to the unseen realms? This spiritual partnership calls for trust and surrender. Trust that the universe hears your deepest longings, even when the path ahead is unclear. Surrender to the mystery, releasing the desperate need to control every outcome. In that space of openness, miracles begin to emerge. Imagine your focus as a lighthouse, shining its light into the vast unknown, guiding the currents of creation to converge upon your chosen reality. But the lighthouse must be steady, unwavering. Doubt and fear flicker like storms that cloud the light, scattering the waves of possibility. How often do you allow your inner storms to dim your focus? How might your life transform if you held your attention with unwavering faith? Spiritual co-creation is not about forcing reality to bend to your will. It is about aligning your inner world, your beliefs, emotions, and intentions, with the infinite wisdom of the universe. It is the harmony between effort and ease, doing and allowing. When you cultivate this sacred balance, your reality begins to shift in ways that feel effortless yet profound. Doors open where there were walls, synchronicities emerge like gentle whispers from the cosmos, and your path lights up with a clarity that transcends logic. This is the alchemy of co-creation, the marriage of your conscious focus with the universal flow. It asks for presence, for deep listening, and for honoring the subtle messages that come in dreams, signs, and moments of quiet insight. Remember, the universe is a mirror reflecting the vibration you hold within. To change your outer world, you must first transform the inner landscape of your mind and heart. So as you journey forward, pause and ask, am I holding my focus as a sacred offering? Am I willing to dance with the mystery, trusting that the universe is an ally, not a stranger? The answers lie not in distant horizons, but in the stillness you cultivate right now. In this sacred space, your focus is more than attention. It is creation itself. You are not alone. You are a vital part of a vast cosmic symphony, co-writing the story of your life with the infinite. Step into this truth and watch as your reality begins to bloom with the magic of conscious co-creation. And so, here you are, standing at the edge of awareness, holding the quiet, sacred truth that your focus is far more than a thought. It is a thread that weaves your reality into form. You are not a passive traveler in this life. You are a conscious creator, gifted with a mind that reflects, a heart that feels, and a soul that remembers. What you choose to observe, you breathe life into. What you nurture with attention, you call into existence. Even in the stillness, even in the silence, the universe is listening. So the question now is not what will happen to me, but rather, what am I choosing to see, to believe, to become? Each day, you are invited to co-create, not from fear, not from habit, but from presence, from the soul. And when you shift your focus with intention, the world begins to shift with you. Not all at once, but steadily, in mysterious and beautiful ways. If this message stirred something in you, if you felt seen, remembered, or awakened, then know that this space is here for you. A space of deep truth, spiritual remembrance, and soul-aligned transformation. Subscribe to this channel if you're ready to continue this journey, to awaken deeper, think higher, and live more consciously than ever before. Because this isn't just a video, it's a doorway. And you, dear soul, you were meant to walk through it.